Welcome to the second ever Like JAZ podcast with John. Say hello, John.
Papa John.
Aiden, myself. Hello, people. And unfortunately, the other host decided to think he has too much clout for us and decided to not attend. So that is very unfortunate. And then we have one guest star today, Ethan Geiger. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. So you guys probably would have heard this the first time if I actually recorded the audio for this the first time.
You're so goose.
Yeah, I definitely messed up. But now, that's the past. The past is over.
He's behind us.
Let's talk about now. Now, and this is the most current now thing there is. Let's talk about 6ix9ine, his IG live video, hitting 2 million viewers. John, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, all I can say is we need to get 6ix9ine in this podcast. ASAP. You know how much viewers we'd get? Or maybe we can just turn Ethan into 6ix9ine, color his hair.
That's true.
And some face tats. Are you down for that?
No.
Come on.
No.
That's
I'm not down for that.
all I'm saying is, like, people are saying that how he's like, oh, he's washed up, he's a rat, and he was never going to have, fame, and everyone's going to leave him. And then he comes back with that, with a 2 million view IG live story. And,
Exactly.
I mean, everyone is still, kind of backing him. So, I mean, it's kind of crazy.
We need to get on his level as far as club.
Facts.
Yeah.
I think Blanco's almost there, but he's not there yet.
No, not yet. He's getting close there.
It's getting close.
But yeah. But speaking of clout, this is also very relevant. I said it in the chat, but after 1 week, we have found out that Ethan Geiger video, even with the age restriction, still got more views in the first week than Blanco's did.
Yes.
With age restriction.
Yes, with the age restriction. With people that are only allowed, that are 18 and over.
That gives us a smaller range of audience, and we're still clapping.
Yes. So what's unfortunate about that
Go.
is, what's very unfortunate about that is Ethan shouted me out, obviously, on one of his videos. And scrolling through the comments of some of his videos, like that one and like his older videos, a lot of the kids that look up to him are like middle schoolers and like younger high schoolers. And I'm like, dang, that's a bunch of views that I'm missing out on.
I don't even know those people. Like, they actually found my channel.
They love you. They idolize you. They're like, can I shout you out in my next video? And I'm like, oh,
Freaking yes.
I wish people looked up to me like that.
My last video hit 16 likes and it only had 100 views.
Dang.
What? Dang. It's just, you need to do more time for our videos. Just
Yes. Dude, that time trial video is actually gonna get the most views soon.
Yeah.
On the channel. It's almost at 250. It's almost at 250.
Oh, jeez.
And it's only been a week.
Oh my gosh. Yes, and I need to do more videos on why you should subscribe. And Nick was telling me this. Everyone listening this, subscribe. He said it works. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, share this with everyone. Please, I need help.
Yeah, subscribe to this channel.
Yeah,
we're pretty desperate right now.
Yeah, we are desperate. Times are tough. Times are pretty tough.
Yes.
But yeah, because I looked at the video, and yeah, the why you should subscribe video is literally my most viewed video, most liked video, and it's got the most watch time.
It's the most intriguing.
Yes, it is.
Really?
It's got the most cameos. Maybe the more people I throw into a video, the more views I get.
Yeah, I think we also need more clips.
That's how it works.
My counter to that is I think we've got something going on here. That is the only video that has included women in it.
Maybe we need to get a girl on the podcast.
I think, yes, Samantha Lopez. You might listen to this. I want you on the next podcast. All right.
We want you on this podcast.
We want you on it. I'm calling you right now, and then I don't know. There's maybe someone else in the future, but as of right now, I want Samantha Lopez on this podcast.
You know what I should do?
What?
I should try to get her on right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right.
Anyway, let's continue talking about topics.
Yes,
we'll
keep talking, and then I'm gonna put her name in the title, bro. See if because there's a girl's name in the title, if I get views, and she's gonna be in the thumbnail too. I don't even care.
Even if she's not in the video.
Yeah.
Bro. Just be like, hold on. Next time.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's also pretty cool. Like the podcast, it doesn't have that many views, but it's already the third most overall watch time is the third highest. It's almost at like 400 minutes. So
that's because it's 30-something minutes long.
Yeah. So people have watched it all. A lot of people have watched it all the way through, and that's good. I'm glad.
Let's freaking go.
She said that she's scared, but I think I can get her right.
Yes.
I like
Oh yeah. I need to send some memes.
Yes, that would be great. Remember last episode? I'm glad Blanco did. Oh my gosh! Please play for my son. Nothing is wrong. Oh my god! I've seen this one before. Yo, that is so creepy. Oh, I wonder if I can play these videos. Oh, no way. I can play the videos too. I really hope they have sound, bro. But I can play them. Oh my gosh. But anyway, like last week, Blanco sent the video about, not the video, the picture about the Roblox thing. And he was like, hey, he sent me a message after. He's like, hey, can you cut that out of the video? I don't want anything that could potentially harm my future career or incriminate me. The one where it says, say Roblox, but replace Roblox with the N-word, and it was a picture of the Angry Birds. But that was so unexpected, bro. We were literally dead for like a minute. I remember that like it was yesterday. The two funniest moments were that, and then when Onyx sent that one picture, but it fortunately was cut out from the video, the first podcast.
Yes.
So
is that a flying roach? That's a flying roach. Oh my god. Bro, the thing's trying to attack me.
Oh no, you better run. Life hack. Spaghetti sauce.
My phone was up.
Alright boys, good news. She's downloading Discord as we speak.
You can download spaghetti sauce. You can wash it off in your washing machine.
Wait, is Samantha the Windermere girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's her, the one that called me a fag.
Bro, I'm telling you, she's in love with Johnny. Listen, Ethan, tell me any other woman that would download Discord for you, no questions asked, like that quickly. Exactly.
I don't know. Honestly, that's kind of interesting. I don't know. I think she wants you, John.
Yeah, she wants you, John.
Bro, she's on. She's on Discord. She has. All right.
I can't send her the link, but I'm pretty sure you can. You just go to plus where it says invite, or there's somewhere.
All right, hold on. Trying to figure this out.
Anyway, Ethan, how was your run today?
I had a workout today, and I haven't had a speed workout in like 2 weeks, so it's kind of rough. Plus, I went to the beach yesterday and ran around all over the place, and that was rough.
Dang. Yeah, that sounds rough.
We went to the beach with some future UF teammates.
Oh.
Okay.
That sounds cool.
It was kind of raw.
Yeah, I bet. All you UF people.
Yes, the UF people. The UF gang.
We tried getting a Lynn get together for Monday, but everyone lives in like Carajo land. Like it's pretty much just like 3 of us that live in Central Florida, and everyone else is like Missouri, Germany.
Germany?
Yeah. Louisiana, like, you know. But
Dude, Lewis drove 90 minutes to get to my house yesterday.
Lewis. Oh, Lewis.
I came back from my school for getting my graduation stuff, and I saw some random car right in front of my house. I'm like, who the heck is that? And I saw Lewis come out, and I was like, what? Why didn't you get my address?
Wait, you just pulled up out of nowhere?
Yes! Yes!
That's what you said I did a Blanco. Pull up to his house out of nowhere on his birthday.
Parker gave him my address.
What? How does Parker have your address?
He sent it to her. We're meeting up.
Oh. So whatever. That's weird. I wish.
You wish what?
Wait, what? Your voice cut out.
Oh, it cut out?
Back.
Yeah.
I wish my teammates would just pull up to my house like that. Should have that clout status.
Yeah, tell that guy from Germany to come over to your house right now.
Oh, yeah.
And if not, you're
gonna be stuck here for 2 weeks, but
you're gonna disown him if he doesn't tell him that.
But I cannot figure this out for the life of me of how I can add her. I'm trying so hard.
Probably John Adder.
The only thing says create invite, but it says it's hidden. So what if I make? Wait, let me see if I can change the settings.
You're doing it on your phone, right?
No, I'm on my computer right now.
Wait, so you're doing it on your phone though, right?
I am. Yes.
You think you can extend an invite through Snapchat or something?
Yeah, I think
do that.
There. Let me see. Because I think there's a button you can press, and it says like copy link, and then you can just copy the link. And since you have her on Snap, you can just send it to her. Because I can't do that.
So how do I do that? Do I go to
It should be by voice chat. It should be like invite someone.
It says invite friends.
Yeah, invite friends. There you go.
Link copied, and I'll just send it to Samantha.
Yeah. And she should be able to join it from there, and then, bam, we get views. We can get views.
Yes. Views.
Clickbait.
So guess what? We're gonna have to do a whole nother intro for her.
No, it's fine. I'll just say, and we have no, like I did with Onyx, and I can just say, oh, welcome.
Okay, I just sent you the link.
Alright.
Anyways, say what other topics we have.
Yeah.
John Anthony shaving his eyebrows.
Yes, I sent Ethan a snap of shaved, and he honestly thought that. Did you actually think of
She said LMAO bet.
I think she's coming soon.
Join it.
Oh my god.
But
there's many stories and pictures I've gotten from John Anthony about shaven things, but I do not think we can discuss this without my channel being taken down.
Yes. That would be an inappropriate topic to discuss at this moment.
Yes, it would be.
Quite appropriate.
So we shall not do that. But
what we can talk about is my bad driving skills.
Yes.
Aiden, do you remember that one time where we were at Lakefront and we were like leaving or something? We were parked, like I was parked, and like I decided to just go forward instead of backwards.
Mm-hmm.
I went over those.
Oh yeah, now I know what you're talking about. You went over the what are they called? They're like the little bumps that they put in front of
slabs of concrete. No, speed bumps. It's like I get.
It's literally so Ethan, you know when you park somewhere that doesn't have like the curb by it, it's like a makeshift curb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally he drove over two of them.
So there wasn't a car in front of me, so I was like, like I could drive. Yo.
Oh shit.
He has arrived.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Everybody, give a warm welcome to the special.
Oh shit, can you hear me?
Another guest feature.
Okay.
This is Samantha Lopez. Welcome
Hi.
to the podcast.
This was very last minute, unplanned.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Very
that
last minute.
shows you how far it reaches as far as clout.
Yes.
We only go for clout.
Oh my gosh.
Alright. Where was I in that story? Oh yes.
You were driving over some curbs.
I was driving over a curb. I saw it. I saw that there was no cars in front of me, so I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna take the shortcut and go this way. But little did I know that there was like that curb thing. And I went over two of them. Aiden looked at me like if I had just murdered someone. We decided to never touch this, but now I'm leaking this information to the internet, so. That's not the only shit thing I've done with my car, but I'm not gonna speak up for everything.
There was also the stop sign. Oh my.
Oh yeah, we had some memes again. God.
That's what I'm saying.
I wish I could make some full videos.
Oh my gosh. I've got a joke. A very bad joke, but I got a joke nonetheless.
Alright, go for it.
Say it.
What do you call a fake noodle?
Impasta.
An impasta.
Pasta.
So funny.
LaMayo. Alright.
Alright.
Next topic.
Aiden, you got anything you want to talk about in this video?
Let me think about this. I want to discuss the topic because people do not understand. Everyone thinks, oh, running, oh, it's so easy. Anyone can do it. And they say, oh, there's nothing bad about it. Let me tell you, running is one of the most dangerous sports. Let's go on list off animals we have been attacked, chased down by, or anything of the sorts.
Dude, yes, my teammate got attacked by like a pit bull once.
Oh god. I have a story.
Yes.
Alright, here's what happened. We were running down lakefront. I was in the back because I don't even know what I was doing. I think I had a race the next day. We were doing pre-race. Everyone walks past this dog, and it's not a pit bull or anything. It's not this vicious dog. It's like a Pomeranian or something. I don't know. It was fluffy. Everyone was petting this dog. They all walk by it. I run by it, and the thing decides to bite me in the leg. My shorts clean off. And I still have a scar. If there was a video I'd show you, I'd like put my leg up and show you the scar. But yeah, I still have that pair of shorts just as a reminder. And
wow,
not an experience I want to go through again. I actually got rabies shots and like tetanus shots.
Oh my god.
That night, my mom thought I was gonna die. She was, that dog had rabies, and that freaking owner was like, oh. Like, she swore that dog was going to listen to her, but it was just grasping onto my leg. So, running is dangerous.
Yes.
it's pretty dangerous, especially here in Florida. Creepy people.
Yes. Blanco has plenty of stories, but he's too cool for us, so he's not here.
Unfortunately, the jackass decided I'm just not going to show up.
Yeah, we're the jackass.
I did not pass.
Yes.
Oh, the loser. He's probably sitting on his couch.
He's probably talking to the FSTU people.
Yeah, facts. People there are so much. Bro, do you see Paul was on? I forgot what I saw him on, but I was going through my Explore page, and there was a video of Paul doing like a 16-mile at the Clay Loop, and his friends were driving up next to him.
Yeah, it was a TikTok.
Yeah, and it was on some running.
It was on like TikTok. Oh.
Yeah.
You think you can do better than that, huh?
So it was something on Instagram, and it had I think it was almost like 50,000 views. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, Paul's TikTok famous.
Yeah, I was like, I played Fortnite with that guy. I'm cool.
Yeah, if you're friends with Paul, you're basically cool for life.
Yes. All right, Jonathan. I have another story about animals. So
Let's hear it.
this one did not happen to me, but the fact why it's such a dangerous story is it could have happened to me. So I was running down the lakefront, That's where all the bad stories begin, is when you're running down the lakefront.
Yes, the lakefront of St. Cloud.
Yes, the lakefront of St. Cloud
Nice place to be.
is where Satan spawns devil. Oh my! I think I might have to blur that. Oh my god! Okay.
That is.
I can't. All right. So.
It's a minor challenge for you.
Yes. So I was.
It's a sink. What are you guys talking about? It's a sink.
Oh my gosh! So I was running at the lakefront, right? And then I see this bird land on this light post, and I'm just thinking to myself, "Oh, what a nice bird!" And then, I'm just running by, and there's a family on the left of me, and they're going, they're walking the opposite way that I am. So I'm running by, and they go under the pole. The bird poops on them, and I'm sitting there. They are so, like, it lands on the dad, and the dad's bald, so it, like, ricocheted off his head, like, it bounced off of his head and, like, hit the side of his son's face. And, like, I'm sitting here watching the entire thing, and they're so confused, and I'm trying so hard not to laugh in the middle of my run, because I literally just watched this bird take a big old dookie on these two poor people, bro. It was so funny. And they were like, and what made it so much more funny is the fact that they were just looking around, like they were so confused, that as if they had no clue what happened.
Bruh, birds be shitting on people around here.
Facts.
Shit happened to me. Yeah, at Disney though.
Oh, I think I remember you telling me that.
That fucking Tweety bird, son of a bitch.
Oh my goodness. So anyway, we need to talk about the only reason this video is going to get views. Samantha, do you have anything cool to say?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright. I don't think the internet is really familiar with you because, I think we're going to need an introduction. Tell us about it.
Okay.
State your name, your occupation, and your
social security number.
Yes.
My name is Sam. My occupation is I don't know, and my social security number is I don't know. There you go.
Wait, you haven't memorized your social security number?
Yes, I have. But I can't state that because,
For obvious reasons, we don't want your identity to get stolen.
Yeah, I mean, no biggie, but.
No biggie.
No biggie.
My mom has, drilled my social security number into, my brain.
Oh, yeah.
Severed my head.
My mom's like, I'm not letting you take it anymore. My mom's like, take it. So you gotta memorize it. And I was like, alright, well, and now I know it.
Yeah. The only reason she made me memorize it is because she lost the card.
Oh my gosh.
So, if someone finds that my identity could very well be stolen right now.
They could. They're looking at John Anthony Hernandez.
Yeah. Or maybe I'm not John Hernandez.
John Anthony.
You can be whoever you want to be.
Yeah, John Anthony. Tell me something that only John Anthony would know.
What is something only I would know?
It's not starting off too good.
I have one really long nipple hair.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else really knows that. If you want to see it, I'll send you a snap, but...
No, I don't. I think we're good. I think we're good.
I think we're good.
I think we're definitely good. But I think the one question that every person has, especially every male has, Samantha, can I leave your Instagram in the description?
Yeah.
You guys are laughing, but this is how I'm getting views, bro. Remember, women, they get the views.
So this is how this came about. We were talking about how none of our videos got as much views has the why you should subscribe one.
Okay.
And there was females in that one. Everyone else just straight dudes.
Straight. Yeah, I know what you were about to say, John Anthony. Thank you. So I didn't have to edit that out because I would have said the same thing though.
I saved you like 5 minutes of editing.
Saved me 5 minutes of my life.
Oh,
YouTube. They don't want to see it. They don't want to see a brother winning, bro. Yes. So. Anyway, John Anthony.
Yes.
I would like for you to explain to everyone the different careers and sports that you were involved with as a young child.
All right. So we're gonna go through my life story. Is that what we're doing?
Yes. We might turn this into like an episode thing so we can make time.
All right. Well, we can start out with my first sport ever. That would have to be gymnastics.
Gymnastics?
Yes, I was a gymnast. I'm pretty sure there's many pictures of me in leotards.
Dude, that's hot. That's hot.
Yeah, I can find them. I got you guys. And that can be the thumbnail, but...
Yes.
I'm gonna need to see.
Anyways. But, I can't...
John, what are you talking about, Jonathan? We already discussed what the thumbnail is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait, does she know what it... Oh,
Wait, what was it going to be again?
Even though this is going to be a podcast, bro, I'm just going to write a girl's name in the title, and the thumbnail is going to be a girl, and it's going to get so many views. Bro, and if that happens, I don't even care. If this podcast somehow gets more views than the last one and than the other videos, I'm quitting YouTube. I don't even care. I'm quitting. Bro, I'm quitting.
don't quit YouTube. This channel's legendary.
Yeah.
You guys keep going as long as we can.
All right, I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna have to film the girls' cross country team. How about that from now on? I mean, our boys' team is going to crap anyway. There's nothing to even film. I'll just like a day in the life with the girls.
We're gonna be in the girls' team next year. My sisters, Brenna.
We got Brenna. It doesn't matter. I could just film them. Like I'm not even saying this like because you know there are some funny women, but like the girls on our team are like subpar. The only one that makes me laugh on like a consistent basis is Julie, and then other than that, like everyone's like a bit hit or miss.
What the heck? Oh my gosh.
I just gotta get them doing like one TikTok dance, bro, and my channel will blow up. Simple.
Yo, just make a TikTok compilation or something. People will watch that.
Gonna change this.
Just make a video hitting the renegade. You're gonna get like 1 million views. Just watch.
Yeah, we're gonna change this channel to SCHS Running Girls.
Oh my gosh.
I still do the renegade dance.
Yes. But anyway, John Anthony, continue with your children sports.
Oh yes, right where we left off, gymnastics. Anyways, just in case any of you guys are wondering, I've lost all my gymnastics skills. I can't even touch my toes anymore. But
Don't stretch.
well, you see, the thing is that I stretch, but not good enough. I literally, like, if I try right now, I will not be able to touch my toes. But that's besides the point. I quit that sport. I left that way of life to do something greater, to do something that gives me my life purpose, and that is tennis.
Basically you became a Gregory.
A Gregory?
It's like a Karen, but a man.
A man. Gregory and Karen.
A man Karen.
Yes, I became a Gregory. And I had an amazing record of like 17-1. But it was like 17 losses and 1. Well, the only reason I got that win was because the other person forfeited, but... Let's see. And then it was soccer. I played that for a while.
Yes.
I sucked at it for a little bit, and then like I got good in middle school. And then I started playing basketball. I stuck at that one too.
Ooh, same.
I swore I was going to the NBA though. Yeah, I was like a 4'9" kid about to go to the NBA.
I had to go. I need to go next with this.
You gotta go next.
Dude, I jumped all over the place with sports, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't started in middle school.
I started running in middle school, but I wasn't like that good in 7th grade, and then I got like better in 8th grade. I didn't get serious until like high school. But yeah,
I started running in high school.
it's not fair.
Okay.
Alright, give us your life story.
Yes, give your life sports story.
Okay, so it all started when I was probably 6 years old. I wanted to do some karate. So I did some karate, and that was kind of short-lived, you know. So then I was like, you know what? Why not play some basketball?
That's like
me and the boys would just troll around, pushing and shoving kids, you know, just like we're bad. The next thing you know, I was like, I don't think basketball can work anymore. So I ended up just not doing any sports. So my mom, actually no, I did taekwondo in between that too, actually.
Ooh.
Okay, so
I can probably karate chop you real hard right now.
Ethan Greiger was the original Karate Kid.
And then I didn't do any sports because I didn't like being athletic. So my mom made me run with her. And I would whine the whole entire time and just like stop after every lap on the track to get water. And it took me like 15 minutes to do like a mile and a half. And then then my sister was swimming, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll try swimming. And I did that for 1 year, and I hated it, so I quit that. And then I decided to go back to basketball, but I really sucked, and all the coaches hated me, so then I quit basketball. And then I just started kind of running on my own a little bit, and then I was like, all right, fine, we're going to go run cross country in high school, and that's where I am now. Bam!
Yes. Speaking of running moms, Nick, his mom. Let's not talk about that. He's gonna get mad. He'll get mad at me. So let's not talk about that.
Yes.
Disclaimer, Nick, your mom is a wonderful, lovely human being. I love her so much. She has done so much for me. And I appreciate all of that. Okay, now that we got that out of the way. Now we shall go on my journey and then Samantha's. Because we gotta leave the best for last, am I right?
Yes.
Alright. So my journey started off when I was at the age of 4. Young Aiden was kicking the soccer ball around. And then my parents looked at me and they were like, you know what? Let's chuck him into soccer.
Yeah, Mom.
You know, because my mom used to be a goalkeeper, and my stepdad, because we won't go into that either, but my stepdad was also a goalkeeper. So they were both soccer players. So I played that for like a year, and then I was like, you know what? Let me try another sport. And can anyone guess what the other sport I went to go try was?
Badminton.
Basketball. It was always I played 1 season of YMCA, and I got the trophy.
Me too.
I can't send it to the chat, but I have a trophy. I still have it from YMCA in 07-08 of the spring. I played basketball. That was my one and only season, to which I had accomplished a whopping 0 points. I did not score a single time the entire season.
Yes, sir. That's freaking amazing.
I did not get a single, I can't believe it. Like, I thought, you know, I was joking around. I was like, oh, because I was talking to my mom about it. I was like, oh, how many points? I got like 0 points, right? And then she was like chuckling to herself. I'm like, what's so funny? She's like, yeah, you didn't score a single point. And I was like, oh, wow.
That was good.
And what's crazy is it was only like a 7-kid team. So it's like I played the same amount as everyone else, and I still didn't get any points.
Dude, I was a bench warmer.
Anyway, so after that I stayed I stayed with soccer for a lot longer, and then middle school happened. And then guess what sport I tried out for in middle school and I made the team?
Track.
Volleyball. I'm a volleyball star. I really wasn't that good at it, but everyone else was so much worse than I was. So in 8th grade, I seemed like I was the best volleyball player to ever come across in the middle school.
St. Cloud Middles. Oh, even Cuddy's just up there.
St. Cloud Middle School, we were like it just sucked to be us because we were so much better than all the schools below us. But then like Neptune and Arcusi would crush us in everything. So it's like we were just like the best of average. That's what we were. We were never the best, but we never sucked. So we were just like average, bro, and it sucked.
You guys are just like, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then after volleyball, the coach was like, this guy, he was, what was his name? He was some black guy. What was his name? I forgot his name. But anyway, he wanted me to go from soccer to volleyball. And then he was like, run track. And I was like, what? You want me to run? You want me to run track? And I'm like, I don't got time for that. And he was like, yes, you do. And I was like, fine. So, little 8th grade me, and let me tell you, 8th grade Aiden was fat too. So this was like chunky little chubby Aiden hopped on the track. All right. Now let's just say we went to OBCs. All right, and we on the distance side, you know, we were really good.
What are you doing?
We got 4th place overall. There was, you know how many boys qualified for OBCs at St. Cloud? Overall. There was 6 of us. Neptune's entire school qualified. Like, their kids qualified individually, but they're like basically their entire school was there. We had 6 kids that qualified for stuff. So
Yeah,
it basically didn't end well, but I can gladly say that I have a school record to my name. You know, say what you want about middle school sports, but I mean, my first year running, getting a school record, I basically am like good, you know?
Period.
And I'm pretty sure our 8th grade 4x8 team is faster than our girls' 4x8 team in high school by like a minute and a half.
God. Honestly, I wouldn't doubt it.
And we were 8th graders that didn't run like ever.
Was it you, Dylan?
It was me, Dylan, Devin, and Steven Romer, my arch nemesis. No, I'm just kidding. That's my boy. But anyway, that is the end of my story. And then I ran in high school, and I quit soccer, and the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Now, can we get a drum roll for the moment we've all been waiting for? Samantha Lopez, let's hear your story.
Thank you for that introduction.
Yes.
My story begins in 3rd grade. I was the most unathletic child that you could ever imagine. I would sit on the side of the playground playing with the tiny little frogs, and then one day the 3rd grade boys invited me to play some soccer with them, and I was actually raw as fuck, and then I decided to play with them
You kill it, queen. You go, girl.
Go, girl. Period.
We just played soccer for like ever.
Oh,
Then I got bored of that shit. And then we like fast forward like I'm bad at math, so we'll just say like 5 years. And 8th grade year, I was dared to try out for the track team. And mind you, I did not run one bit. Like I was on the soccer team, but like I literally did not run like at all. Basically, I made a team, and like they put me in the mile. Like no. Anyways, I was like low key raw as fuck in the mile, and then I got to high school, and then I sucked ass. And basically, I've been running track and cross country, and yeah, the end.
Just raw talent right there. Raw talent.
I was on the basketball team my junior year for like 2 weeks, and then I like quit. And I told them like it was because of like track or whatever, but really I was just ass. So
Didn't want to be on that toxic team.
yeah, definitely not.
You know.
Well, and look at you now. Just going to college for running.
Yes. I could,
They grow
you
up
know,
so fast.
I could probably tell you Blanco's story, but he probably wouldn't want to tell you, want me to tell you. But it basically goes something like, he was born the greatest athlete ever alive.
He came out the womb running.
Yeah, he came out the womb running. Then he joined the soccer team. He was on my team for a while, and everyone sucked compared to him. He was just the greatest. I mean, everyone wants to say, like, oh, you just sit there, all you do is talk about Blanco. And I'm like, if you knew someone like Blanco, or if you knew Blanco, all you'd want to do is talk about him.
That's all you want to do. That's all I want to
do. The greatest human being. Like, there is nobody better. Absolutely nobody better.
Yeah, to that. Dude, what the hell happened to Richie? He popped up in the chat for like 5 seconds.
I know.
He dipped.
I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed as well. Oh well. Anyways, back to Blanco, back to our idol.
Back to Blanco, oh my gosh.
Back to Blanco.
We could make 50 podcasts on Blanco, like not even trying. Like, we could just sit here and talk, we can just all explain our experiences with him. We can just talk about how he is the greatest human to ever be born.
I can give you my experience with him in FL Runners. When he took it out so hard.
Yeah, I watched him do that. Every single time, I swore. It was like, you go ahead, suicide.
Like, dude, chill out. Relax. Take it easy.
Blanco did the same exact thing at FSU. I watched him do it.
Facts.
No, he's on suicide pit.
Didn't he go like 4:37 that day?
That's the state meet, yeah, he did.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's way too fast.
Yeah, I was went like 4:43.
That's still fast.
No, he was leading. I was like right behind him. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Yes.
Get out there, man.
Alright, I think we should do one last topic that I have in mind, and then we end this here because it has gone for quite a while.
How long has it been going?
Like 40 minutes, but I kind of want to, because I mean, we could probably film something else, Like we can probably film like a quick 10-minute video of something else, and then I can make it another video of like, I don't know. Like, we'll figure something out. But anyway, so this is the last topic. And the last topic is we all have to expose our worst running experience. Like a time we have taken the fattest L running ever.
I got a good one.
And I'm pretty sure everyone knows mine, so I will save mine for last.
I'll give you guys 2 of mine. I got 2 good ones.
Yes.
Dude, there's so many to choose from for me.
Oh,
alright. Who wants to go first?
Ethan, I think you should go first.
Alright, I'll give you my first one. So it was the district meet of my junior year, and this is when Jake Turner was still in that district. And I was supposed to win this race. However, at the school race, there was a concrete factory right next to us. And I legit cannot freaking breathe whenever I'm around that thing racing. So there's like these woods behind the school. And they're like as I call it, the devil worshiper woods, as you would know in Diary of the Wimpy Kid.
Yes.
And I go in first place, and when I come out, something's wrong. And that's because I can't freaking breathe, or because I cannot freaking run. So Jake Turner passes me, but this random Gaither kid, who's like always like finishing far behind me, passed me. And I was just freaking dying so hard. And I finished 3rd that race. And my teammate was only 10 seconds behind me, which is the number 2 guy. By like 10 seconds. Like, I was 16:40, he was 16:50. And I'm usually like over a minute ahead of him.
I wish 16:40 was my worst race.
Facts.
Alright, so that's one of my experiences. I think we should switch around, and I'll tell you my next one.
Alright, I got you guys. Last year, junior track season was probably the worst track season I've ever seen out of anyone ever in my life.
I can vouch for that.
It was, let's just say, I have a number of stories to choose from, but I think the worst one was letting my team down in the 4x8 at FSU.
Oh, you think you let your team down, Jonathan?
I did not let my team down. Oh my god.
Yeah, you just thought about it, didn't you? Oh my gosh.
Alright, it wasn't as bad as Aiden's. Well, actually, it was pretty bad. I ran a 212, and I was supposed to be running like 2 flat, 202-ish, but yeah, I just took it out like really slow, and second lap I took it out even slower. It was just awful. Oh, also regionals that year, I led out the race the first lap. I was in front of Ben Harvinson and Johnny Reed, and then that lasted for like 150 meters, and then I died. Which is a bad season overall. Anyways, Anakin is Bay is next.
So we're going back to junior season because, fuck junior season.
Period. Junior season's ass.
Mm-hmm.
So mind you, I'm a middle distance runner, so like 400, 800, occasional mile, but I'd like kill myself if I did that. Anyway, my coach came up to me one day and was like, "Hey, I need you on the 4x1 team." So,
Oh my god.
so you see where this is about to go, right? So I was training, and I was doing pretty good, like for like a 5-foot little Hispanic white girl on a 4x1 team. I wouldn't say it was too bad. So we come to race day, right? I'm nearly about to poop my pants before this race. I'm first leg, and I like the gun goes off, and I start sprinting like as fast as I can, and I come up to the exchange zone, and I do the one thing that you should not do. The most sacred object had been dropped to the ground, and I just dropped the baton, and I wanted to cry for the rest of my life, which, I still, to this day, do. That is my L.
Oh.
Wow. That is
unfortunate.
Alright.
Alright, I have a story, Ethan, and then you can tell yours, and then I'll tell my biggest L. So the story is this track season, there was...
I would like everyone to subscribe to Richie's channel.
You know what? You show up on time. I would have said that. I'm bleeping all that out now, Richie. Screw you. No, I'm just kidding.
I would like everyone to subscribe to Richie's channel.
Yes. But anyway, where was I? So it was me, Blanco, John Anthony, and I forgot who else was there. And this was this year track season. So we were just like running, doing our mileage, and then we were on the track. So then the 4x1, the sprinters, they came up to us, and they were like, "Who runs the fastest 400 here?" And then like we're all looking around, and then Blanco looks at me, and I look back at him, and he was like, "Probably Aiden." And I was like, "Dang it!" So he said that this man Richie. Oh my gosh. So Blanco says that, and then we were like, "Why?" And then they look at us and they're like, "All right, well, you're running the 4x1." And I'm like, wait, what?" And they were like, "It's like, well, you run the fastest 400, so like, you just run like 300 less meters." And then I'm like,
You're so stupid.
"Why didn't you just ask who runs the fastest like 100? Like, what was the point of who runs the fastest 400? You could have decided who's the fastest sprinter. I mean, it would still probably be me, which sucks." So we're on the entire run, and we're literally just laughing the entire run about the thought of me having to run. Me, the tall, skinny white kid running against all these huge black kids and that occasional Matt Bowling. And the occasional Matt Bowling, Like, I'm on the line, I'm looking at my competition, I'm smiling, I'm like, "Yep, just happy to be here." And they sitting there with straightest faces, looking like they're about to murder someone, Like, we're just laughing at that the entire run, and I'm like, please do not make me run this. You know, because I'm sitting here joking or I'm laughing with them, and I'm like, yeah, you know, maybe I'll do it. But in the back of my head, I'm like, this will go down as the most embarrassing moment in the history of my life. Because no matter what leg I run, I'm getting waxed. Like, yes, like I'm a fast sprinter for like distance people, but when it comes to actual sprints, I get left in the dust. So yes. Your story just reminded me of one of my own where I almost had to run a 4x1. And let's just say that
so fun to watch.
let's just say that I feel like the men are less kind than the women are. I feel like they'll say like hi to you on the line and stuff like that, but I feel like I'd be getting cold stares and death threats for just being
Acting the once.
Yes.
These girls being mean.
Alright, shall I give my
Yes.
embarrassing race? Alright, drum roll please.
Drum roll.
This is senior year cross country, my regionals race.
Oh god.
Some of you guys might already know what this is, but I don't think any of you guys know what this one is. So this is the one race I did not get first. And it's for a very embarrassing reason. So this was in my region when I was racing against Like JAZ. And I was pretty nervous about Andy with his 14:57 at Great American. And I was like, shoot, this guy's going to be fast. And I took out the race. I was leading. He was just sitting behind me for the whole entire time. And I was following the cart. And the cart stopped in the middle of the course. And there was like one to the left, there was an opening gap in the tape. And to the right, it was the actual course. But what do I do? I take a freaking left instead of a right. And then coach yells, bro, you made a wrong turn. And I looked at him. I was like, what? He's like, you made a wrong turn. And I was like, you're supposed to go that way. And I try to go the other way again. I try to go left. He's like, no, go right. And by that time, Andy was like long gone. I was freaking dang it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first time I heard about, like, I knew who Ethan was, but like the first time like I really heard about him was that race of where he got lost. Because I remember hearing stuff about it. It's like, oh yeah, Ethan got lost in the race, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, and then I tried to catch up to Andy like as soon as possible, but I was just so angry and like dead because I like tried to go as fast as I could right away, and I lost. And it was probably the most embarrassing race experience I've had because people saw me make a wrong turn. So yeah.
Yes.
That was my race of embarrassment.
Alright.
Killing them all.
Yeah, and now
I lost 15 seconds on Andy.
Jesus Christ.
Gosh.
15.
Well,
yeah.
Now here we come to the most embarrassing race of my life. And it is a race that has been memed many, many times. And so many people have heard this story, they might be sick of it at this point. But we're finally gonna put it to rest. And we're gonna have the entire backstory and everything. So this was regionals, my sophomore year.
Oh no.
Young me. This is when I was like
4x8? The 4x8. Oh
yes.
No.
The 4x8 of dreams.
No.
So this is after John Anthony had been kicked out of the 4x8 from shocking performances. And he had been replaced by this kid named Andrew. So this kid Andrew, he was bad at the beginning, but then I started to like him. But he had a reputation of never running through the line. Like, he would always die out before the exchange zone. So I literally have to sit there like right on the line of the exchange zone waiting for him because I could never lead him off because he would never come to me. He would always just stop or something like that. So I was, that's basically how I got ready. I prepared for the race. It was night. It was nice outside, and the way it was looking is, even though we had a pretty shocking week at George Jenkins at districts the week before, at regionals it was looking up to be, we could have had a chance to win it, if not come like basically second or third. But anyway, so we start off the race. Alex goes out, and I'm pretty sure he was in first. It was like first or really close to first. And
he was first.
yeah. So it was going out pretty good, and I'm pretty sure he split like 157, something like that, 158, 156. I don't know. It was something crazy, but it was like one of the best runs he's had all year. So he split unbelievable first lap. This man, Andrew, he's going. And, you know, once again, he was on pace to have one of the, whatchamacallit, the basically his best 800 of the season, too. So we were going, and Blanco never disappoints. I mean, except in this race, but normally he never disappoints. So I was like, if I just run a good 800 and hand it off to Blanco in a good time, we could have the school record here, and we could maybe win the race. You know, because the pace we were on, I'm pretty sure we were at, like, if I ran, like, a 204, like I'd normally been running, and Blanco ran, like, a 2 flat, we were on pace for, like an 805. So...
No.
So it was looking really good. So Andrew's coming down the line, and at this point we're in second, but we're like right behind first, and third place is like 10, 20 meters behind us. So it's looking really good at this point. So Andrew comes down the line. He's looking gassed. And I'm like, all right, you know, Andrew, just come to me. That's it. That's all you have to do. All of a sudden, he hits another gear. He starts going. When there's like 10, 5 meters left, he starts going again. And I'm like not even prepared for this. I'm like shocked. I'm like, Andrew, finish. What? So I'm sitting here. I'm like, he's coming through. I get the baton. But this man, Andrew, dove to give me the baton. So he falls. And on his way down, he clips my ankle. And at that moment, at that very moment right there, when I felt my ankle being clipped, it was over. I had fallen. The all 6 foot of me, 6 foot tall. It was like a giant, just like a giraffe, just fell in the woods. What the heck are you playing, John Anthony? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hey, sir. I just had in the background.
Yes. So, anyway, I tumbled to my absolute demise. And the worst part is that I could have kept going. So I stood up after I fell down. I was bleeding from my back, bleeding from my arms, you know, because I slid. I slid on the track.
It was vicious.
Yes. And then they're looking at me. They're like, pick it up and go. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm still in shock at this point. They're like, pick it up and go. And then I finally get that they mean like pick up the baton and go. So I'm looking around. I'm like, where the heck is this baton? It is all the way by the timing stand. Like I fell and I chucked it like 5 meters away from the track. And I finally see it. I pick it up and then I start going. And then obviously I think I ran a 218. And then so yeah, that was very embarrassing. And the fact that we also didn't get DQ'd somehow, even though the baton went off the track and we dropped it. So if I would have like gotten up, we probably still would have done good. Right as it drops. Oh my god.
But that's the depressing moment of Aiden Cuddy's life.
Yes. It should, but honestly though, that moment was very depressing. But I think Blanco should also not be let off the list. He ended up running a 215 slowpoke. I fell and was bleeding and was dying, and I still only ran 3 seconds slower. Yeah, and Blanco just gave up. What a sissy.
What a sis job.
We calculated it too. If Blanco would have if he would have split at least 2 flat, which is, you know, slower than what he'd been splitting all season, we would have qualified for state. But no, he just gave up on us. Just gave up on us. What an idiot. So sad. Very sad.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, I think that shall wrap up this podcast. Thank you very much for everyone that was listening and, yes, like I said, check out Ethan Geiger's channel. There will be a link in the description. You know, also check out Samantha Lopez. I will leave her IG in the description. John Anthony. I mean,
Dude, check out my shit too. Why not?
yeah, why not? You know, like basically everyone knows who you are. Check out John Anthony too. But yes, that shall be the end of this. Thank you everyone for listening. Until next time.